y'all, it's Jessica here from Just Give Me Jesus, and today I'm finishing up the second week of the 15-day challenge from Creative Faith and Friends, and today I am doing stamping and collage all in the same day. I'm doing 2 in 1 because it honestly just worked out this way, and I thought, okay, I'm behind anyway, let's just make this work. So, if you happen to catch my IGTV video, you saw me stamping the glassine paper. And that is what I'm going to use for this collage. So I've pulled out a sheet of watercolor paper from my inspiration journal. And this little, this is like a polymer clay mat that I got on clearance. And it works great because the any water or anything doesn't go through it. So anyway, I am using that to keep anything from getting on my desk because I'm going to ruin the top of my desk that I just redid last summer if I don't stop. So anyway, I took that watercolor sheet out of my inspiration journal and I am putting it down. And I wanted to leave a white edge around this journal page. So I'm just taping around it to keep the edge clean. And I'm going to use some spray inks on this page before I start collaging on it. So I'm just dampening it with some water. I've got to get more water in that. And then I'm adding some distressed spray. This was not oxide spray. This was just distress spray. And I think that's Vintage Photo, maybe. Or T-Dye. I don't really know it. It'll be in the comments because I can't remember. And I'm just kind of splotching it around. And now I've added broken china, I think. I think I said broken glass last time, but it's broken china. And just to create a little different coloring on it. And I was trying to kind of look at the collage sheet that I did to mimic some of the colors. And then I just dabbed my paper towel around on it to make sure that I didn't have any big pools of color. I just wanted to kind of give it a good background. So I'm going to dry it with my heat tool. I don't know. Anyway, I always say it wrong, but craft it heat tool maybe. And then I spritzed it with water because I love when there are watermarks on a page. It just adds so much texture. So I'm pulling up that washi and my clean lines are not even. And you know what? That's okay. But they're there. And so now I'm going to start collaging. So I got my matte gel medium, my really old bottle of it, and I don't remember what this tool is called. It's like a spatula kind of thing, but I really like using it. So I couldn't find my craft knife. I mean, surprise of all surprises. If y'all saw my desk right now, which you can see the edges of it. The whole desk looks like the edges right now. My goal this weekend is to clean it. So I'm just getting some matte gel out because I am almost done with that container, which is unbelievable. And I'm just going to tear this. Like, I know that makes some people cringe, but I love torn paper. So I just wanted to tear some pieces off of that collage sheet. And I'm just kind of laying it around on the paper to decide how I like it to look. And I'm really loving those colors together. Like that background with the collage paper. It just looks so good. So I'm laying that down on the matte gel medium. And then I'm actually going to come back over it with matte gel medium to make sure it's down good, but also to keep it from being quite so shiny. I love glassine paper. It's my favorite now, but I did not want it to be super, super shiny. So I wanted to add the matte gel. And so the paper, the ink is on the other side of the paper, and I love how it looks on the back side of it. So I flipped it over, so the shiny side is the back side of where I inked. And I'm just still kind of rolling it around, but our word for the week was grow, and so I stamped grow on these sheets of paper. I'm just making sure those are down good and done. I'm honestly just using the excess that's on that little tool so that I feel like I don't waste it, I guess, if I put it all over the page. Not that I needed it, but anyway. So I'm just going to dry it good to make sure that I don't have little pools of matte gel medium anywhere. Because in doing my collage, I want to make sure that I've got it laid out well. So I'm just going around it and drying every little piece. So when you think about collage, what do you think about with your pieces of collage? How many pieces do you normally start with, or what do you start with when you start collaging? What makes it easier for you? I love to start with a colored background, and then always add at least 3 pieces, and most of the time more than that. And all of these pieces actually came from a loaded, pocket-loaded ephemera swap that I was in with a group of ladies. It was a spring swap. And these are all goodies that were given to me by my swap partner. And they are fantastic. I'm super excited about them. So I'm just laying them there. And that is a bug. It kind of creeps me out. But, whatever. We'll let them be on the page. I hate bugs. I hate bugs that kind of look like that. That was a beetle. It's okay. I can't do the other ones that start with an R. No. I'm still wanting to use that little picture, but it's still not happening. It's just the cutest picture, and I think I'm just going to have to do a page around that picture because it's such a statement piece. I don't think it needs to be one of my added on elements. It needs to be its own collage and start with that one and add 2 other small things to it. It just was too much. It was overwhelming with that page with all the other little bits and pieces. So I just decided to leave those there. I'm just kind of rolling them around, deciding how I like it. And I really like that. I really am liking how that's turning out. And that image there, that honeycomb, it was actually a stamped image also. And I think it might have been stamped on deli paper. So it was really cool in my swap. And I just loved it. When I actually opened it, was looking through, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to use that super quick. But all of these little pieces came from that swap. And there was just not a lot of ink in that. I just kind of dabbed on the top of it to take some of that whiteness away. And the only thing I added was river birch bark. That was it to this page, other than things I got in that swap. And I'm using my art glitter glue because, it's fantastic. And that little bottle is the bomb. I just aged myself when I said the bomb. I didn't I? Oh, well. It is what it is. So I'm doing that, and then I'm actually putting some matte gel medium over that little shiny acetate piece because I didn't want anything real shiny on this page. All the other pieces were very matte, so I wanted that to be matte. And I forgot where I put everything, so I'm having to kind of start over and go from there. But I didn't want them glued down. I wanted there to be some depth and dimension to it, so I did not use matte gel medium on these pieces. I used my art glitter glue. And I was going to kind of ink that, but then I was like, no, I like how it is. Those are some little paper flowers. I'm trying to remember where I kind of had everything. because I use my phone to record, so I can't take a picture of it before I lay it down. But y'all, that's a little skinny little piece of leaves. And that art glitter glue is fantastic. I just was able, with that little needle nose bottle, to just squeeze it right on there. And the flowers, I loved the yellow in these flowers. It was just super happy. There's another little acetate piece that I thought would be pretty in the center of that yellow flower. So I'm just adding those down with the glitter glue. And I am not doing all the petals because I want it to have dimension. And I forgot to put my river birch bark. I mean, how do I forget that? I'm not even sure how that happens because that goes in everything. But I did. I kind of forgot it. But that just adds such a textural dimension. So that, I realized I liked the yellow on the other side. It was just a little brighter. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. My lungs are not liking this weather right now and are just kind of ready for a break. They like to become inflamed anytime the weather changes. So I'm adding that terrible little bug right there. It was really nice. It was really cute on this page. And it's really a pretty beetle. If it had been the other thing, I couldn't have added it to the page. It would have made me want to vomit. I hate those bugs. You can ask my friend Laurie. I was on the phone with her. No, we were doing Marco Polo the other day, and I found one of those bugs in my house. And y'all, like, I'm ready to move when I find them. I'm like, I'm done. It's time to leave. I can't do this. I can't kill them either. I have a weird psychosomatic reaction when I go to squish one. It gives me chills. It makes me want to throw up. Like, I gag. Physically gag. It's really strange. And I've tried to work on it better than I used to be, but I still can't kill them. I don't run screaming when I see them anymore because that was a big deal for a while. But I don't do that. I just don't kill them. I just walk away. Totally walk away. Oh, and I'd forgotten to put that little round piece down, so I just tore it in half and added it up under there, and it worked out pretty well. So my little collaging part is done, and now I need to ink my white edges because I didn't want to leave them white, and they kind of have some splatter around the edges anyway from the piece on the other side, so I knew that I needed to add something. So I was looking for something there. Oh, I know. There's something I'm going to do to that side in just a second. I'm adding some, I don't remember. Honey, amber, I don't remember. It'll be in the comments below. I'm just kind of doing this on the white lines because I thought it'd be pretty with just a solid color right there. And I do. I really like how that turned out. I'm just inking the very edge of that side because I have a plan. So I'm going to take my score tape and I'm going to put it down. And that's the really fine, like 1/4 inch score tape. Maybe 1/8 inch. I don't remember. It's really tiny. So I'm going to double it. But trying to get it to stay down was not fun. So I'm like taking my fingernail and trying to burnish it on there. I think because there might have been a little bit of ink under it, it was just not wanting to stay down real well. Which was frustrating because I really wanted it to. I wanted it to be easy peasy. And it said, nope, not going to happen today. But I got it to at least work. So I'm going to trim that, and then I've got to do another line of that. But I'm looking at it, I'm just loving the colors, like standing back now watching this. The colors of that page make me happy, and those yellow edges really make that yellow flower pop. So I decided to take my tweezers and burnish it. That was so much easier. Just get it going, get it down, stick it down, and then you got to go peel off that covering. Oh, heavens. It is not easy to get off. It takes a little bit of patience, a little bit of care and concern. So I got my Silk Microfine glitter. Those are the warm colors, so they've got more of a reddish, yellowish tint to them. They look white, but they're not. Like, you'll see kind of when I put it down that it kind of changes colors and absorbs the colors that it's around. It's super cool. I got that and the score tape from Joggles. So I just used that little piece of paper to do the glitter on so that I could easily put it back in there. So I just got to knock it off and make sure that I get it off good so that it's not everywhere on there. Although glitter's good, it's okay. I usually make a hot mess with glitter though. So the other thing is you got to burnish it. When you burnish it, rub your finger on it, it really changes color. Like, it lays down and it's super shiny and sparkly, and it's just so pretty. And it's not going to show you all the sparkles in the video, but oh my goodness, I love that glitter. Now that that's done, like, that page is done. Now all I've got to do is slip it back into my journal. And I will have finished 2 weeks of the 15 Days of Creativity Challenge. We're doing 5 a week. So I'm not too far behind. And I'll be starting the last week tomorrow, hopefully. I'm just going to slide it in. I hope y'all have been following along and are doing your own creative challenges, and that you've enjoyed this and have watched other videos. If you don't mind, I'd love for you to like and subscribe and let me know what you think. Thank you for